Welcome to Oddball 76 Gaming, and welcome to my, well, I'm calling my casual player's guide. This is episode 3. We're going to try to unlock Jaeger. He's one of the traders. He's locked at the start of the game. You need to take a task. When you get to level 2, which is what we did before, you can get the quest introduction. And you get that from mechanic, and you go on to woods and you have to retrieve a letter for Jaeger. So as you can see, woods looks beautiful. I'll try to put a map in here somewhere around it just so you can see how big it is. This video is going to be quite long, but it's a very big map, very big, full of danger snipers. Sound is your real best friend, so you've got to listen. We've only just started as our PMC, so this is our first PMC round, so we've got to upgrade our skills as a PMC, which will require us to do running to improve our endurance and our strength. We'll have to eat, drink to replenish our energy. So we're just going to be going quite carefully. You'll hear shooting and all kinds of things in the background. I have cut this to 23 minutes. It's a long video, but I want you to see and hear what it's like for you in game. It's very scary. I find it scary. I think you might as a new player. The game looks gorgeous. Sound is very important. We're using an SKS because it uses 7.62 by 39 ammo. PS is in it, which early wipe is quite powerful. Penetrates armor, most of the armors that most of the people hopefully will be using. So I always get lost on this map. The map's so huge. I normally have to have a map on the side of my other screen. So we are going to be narrating the game as I play it. So if you've enjoyed this and any of the other parts, please let me know. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe for more. Hit the notification bell. I don't know if I've called this Escape From Tarkov playthrough something overly complicated that probably isn't going to be searched for, but I just wanted something up because I like the game. It's hard, and you can see us sprinting. I generally sprint all the way through my whole bar. My endurance bar is on the bottom left, and I do that to try to maximize the amount of XP I get out of the bar of health, of endurance. So now we're pretty high. We're just checking our gun there. If you do that, it helps to level up your weapons maintenance. We're reloading around in there. That helps with your magazine skills. All these things help and improve all of the skills that we've seen in the previous video where we looked at some skills and stuff we get. If you want any more details, you're really going to have to tell me. My first video isn't exactly doing great. I don't know what my second one's doing, but I'm doing this one here. So there's the downed plane, so I know I'm close. That plane crash is right near where we need to get to Jaeger's little, like, hunting cabin. Oh, shooting. Great. Not what you want to hear when you're trying to be sneaky. People camp and snipe and they'll wait and they'll listen. It's normally whoever listens the most and hears someone first and is patient normally can get the first bite of the cherry. Sound is incredibly important. The sound does need work on this game. Some of the things identifying. I hear my footsteps way more than I hear other people sometimes, but you can improve your perception, which means you can hear further and louder, which seems a bit crazy, but that's what we're doing. So we're just checking around, listening. Look at the detail on that SKS. I know, right? Right, what we're going to do, we're going to take off the rear sight to my SKS because I think it's going to give me a better sight picture of my dart there. Look at that, look. A little bit more clearer picture of where I'm aiming. So we're still going nice and slowly, I know. There's the plane. So we're not far. We will see the cabin soon. I'm just aware that there's a rock beyond these trees, and it's called Sniper Rock. And there's a sniper scav, an AI scav, who will headshot you easily if you're not careful. I just want to do this in one go. That's why I'm taking my time a bit. I mean, it gives you time to appreciate the game sound, the birds. Look at it. I mean, look at the woods. It looks gorgeous. It's a beautiful looking game. This is just in the summertime, in a nice sunny day. You can come in here and it's foggy, raining. You do get weather times in here. Here we are. We found it. That's the letter we need. Now we have to extract to our extraction point with the said item. If we die whilst we're carrying this item, we have to do this all over again, which is why I don't really want to get into combat. I'm being very passive. I just want to get this early quest done so I can get Jaeger unlocked. More shooting already. I'm using the trees as cover. You've got to try to actually plan your route. So I tend to run around cover. You don't want to run through bushes, because if you run through the bushes, one, it makes noise, but critically it'll stop you from being able to run. So you want to get in a bush when you're almost out or you're low. So you want to run. You're doing like boundaries. There's the sniper rock there, very high. The scav up there will have, if he's alive, he'll have a sniper rifle or a rifle with a long scope. Somebody else is having a good old fight. I don't want any part of fighting. Oh! Now the plane we're hearing now is a plane that does an airdrop. So whilst this plane's making this horrendous noise, we can use that to mask our actual running. And we are going over an open field. You don't walk across an open field. So you've got to run. We're going to get into under a tree or a bush. And we're going to recover our stamina, hopefully as quick as we can. Ooh, was that a grenade or a mine? I'm not sure. That probably was a grenade. So we're just trying to get our stamina back. The plane came over really quickly actually. It's gone over quite quick. So that's going to take away some of our wonderful noise and some more shooting. I don't want any part of that. Time for a snack. If you look on the bottom left, you would have seen my health, my energy and my hydration. They go down. So it's important to make sure that you keep that up. Just listening now again, having a little look. You're thinking, why didn't you cut this to 15 minutes? I could have done that, but you wouldn't be able to see and hear and see for real what it's like to do a raid. This is what it's like. Woods is so big, it takes ages. Yeah, there's a road down here, so I'm trying to find out where I am actually needing to go. I'm looking for the power lines. Like I said, I get lost on this map all the time. It's one of the worst maps for me. I find it really difficult to locate where I am. There's minefields around as well, and they're not very clearly always marked, so you have to look out for signs. So I can hear lots of shooting, and I don't want any part of that. Ooh. Was that a grenade or someone tripping on a mine? I don't know, but as long as it isn't me, it's all good. I just don't want to get ambushed. If someone can hear me, they're going to be sitting next to a tree or a rock or something, waiting for me. So I'm trying to navigate the map. I think up this hill If I go up this hill, I'll be able to get a better picture. So, yeah. Come on, where's the power lines? Where's the road? Tired out again. It's time to sit here and regen. So I'm narrating this after the fact. I'm using a different piece of software. So hopefully it's cleaner audio for you, and I'm watching my video so I can hear what's going on in the video in my editing software, because when I narrate inside my editing software I can't hear the actual gameplay, so I can't narrate as good. So I'm trying to do this to give you some clearer audio. Once again, if you like what you've seen or you want to see more, please let me know down below. Really appreciate it. Tarkov is a game I struggle to play, but I want to learn it. I want to play better. I enjoy it, as though sometimes I could just rip my rest of my hair out because it can be incredibly frustrating. But I'm just enjoying it, and I'm hoping that I can share some little bit of fun for other people, people who haven't bought it, people who are thinking about it. So I apologise for the length. If you want these videos to be shorter and you don't want all this walking, you'll have to let me know. But it can actually have a big impact, because it does take away the actual nervousness. I'm literally editing and trying to give you entertainment and experience the game as it is. I know I'm very much aware that I gas bag a lot, so if I'm over talking you'll have to let me know, and I'll have to just adjust as best I can. I'm doing this on the fly. There's the power lines, which means the road down there, if I get to the side of it and I go down to the south, I'll be heading towards my extraction site. I now know where I am, thank goodness. Like I said, I will try and put a map. Maybe I'll put it in the beginning. It's a huge map. It's really difficult to say. This video is going to be like 23 minutes long, and I've cut probably about 5 minutes off of it. So I mean, look at that. I don't want to run on the road, but I don't want to get caught in the thick bushes. So I tend to use the trees. I run around in between them, so there's a chance that if someone does see me and they take a pot shot at me, I don't die. I'm just running over here because I can't remember if this is the... I'm hoping this was the tower that had the actual hidden stash. Oh, more shooting. Right, just up this hill on my right, there is the USEC camp, which we're going to go see later. That's a quest we haven't unlocked yet, but people go there. That's a high-end area, and you get lots of great gear up there. So if you're ever walking down this road and you see that wonderful pile of rubbish, you know to go up that hill. Whilst they're busy fighting, I'm going to use that time to try to get away from them, because they're very much preoccupied. Shooting on this game is like putting blood in the sea. It rings the flipping dinner bell for the sharks, mate. Every time you shoot in this game, you are exposing yourself and telling everybody, you're here, there's something going on here, come and get me. I'm just checking my extraction. It's Crossroads is where I'm going. Still got quite a way to go. There's lots and lots of hidden stashes on this map, but I really don't like woods much. I get lost on it a lot. It's probably the hardest map I've done. I've been on woods, I've been on customs, shoreline, interchange, factory. I haven't been on lighthouse or reserve yet, but I need to go on them to try to learn them. But I'm struggling with these ones as it is. If you've got the time, if you're like a full-time streamer, then you know those guys are playing this game, you know, 15, 16 hours a day probably, and they're making videos and all kinds of stuff. So they just do loot runs, and they do runs across the map just to go hit up the wonderful loot spawns. I'm looking for items as well to get to do unlock. So obviously I went to that stash, and that's really helpful. So I need to unlock. With the tape measure I found, I can now unlock my security level 1 on my bunker, which gives me a door. Doesn't sound a lot, but this is the way it progresses in your hideout. Checking the mag again, make sure there's a round in there. Doing your weapon maintenance and mag checks and all that stuff. So we are playing as our PMC. So this is your main character. If you want to know more about the lore, you can check out the wiki link, or you can ask me and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. There are videos on YouTube that other people have done explaining the lore of the game. It's really good. I recognise this rock. There's some little... I've spawned around here before, so I know these boxes are here. So let's go see what we can find. Look, we've got a tape measure and a gold ring in our secured container. So if we should die, those items in our secured container are safe. Now I forgot, you can't put magazines in your secure container. But then I remember when I read it, like I said, it looks as if I should be doing this a lot easier. You probably do this a lot easier than me, but when you're out here on a map and you're nervous about dying and you realise that you've got something in your possession that if you die you have to come all the way back again, which is holding you up from unlocking other tasks and stuff, it's quite frustrating. You're quite worried. I don't win a lot of my gunfights. I try, I have, but you know, when you're first starting, your recoil control and everything is trash. Sometimes the game changes on the new wipe. This is a new wipe, so this is a new character. I had to start again. I was level 33, I think, on my last wipe. So, but as you can see, Woods as a map looks gorgeous, sounds great. Lots of open areas, lots of trees, foliage. There's other areas in here. There's Scav Boss that there's a like a wooded area that, oh, that's a Scav chirp then. That's bad. I heard him, but I can't see them. Everybody else who's got the same extraction site for me is going to be going down this way. So there's a high chance I could run into somebody. Oh, I just want to get this task done. If I have to fight someone, I'll fight them. But I really want to get out of here. Interchange is a really interesting map, which if you want to see some of the interchange, you can see, check out my other videos I've done on one of my other wipes. You'll see interchange. I've done a video on interchange and a video on customs. So feel free. I'll link it in the description, but I'll put it as a card as well. I've been very, very careful. You might think I'm being too careful, but I don't know where that Scav's gone. I think there's like a hut around here, Scav House or something, or Scav Shack or something it's called. Did I just see someone over there? There's someone running. Oh, there is a Scav to my left as well. And I think there's someone running over there on the right. I'm just trying to look. Yeah, there is. Now, you shouldn't left peek. Never left peek. If you have to peek, always peek from the right. In the game, if you peek from the left, what happens is to actually expose your weapon to fire, you have to expose a lot more of your body. You have to expose your shoulder and your head. Whereas if you peek from the right, you don't actually expose as much because the gun's in your right hand. So that's an important tip. Whenever you peek, you must really try to peek from the left, from the right. He says, always peek from the right hand side. So as you're there next to the tree, don't peek the left side, peek the right. A doorway, peek the right. That way you don't expose yourself as much. I get killed a lot of the times because sometimes you can unfortunately get into position. Look, we're going across open ground, gotta run. you can get into a position where you can get stuck in a position where you can only peek right, and that's really bad. If you can disengage a fight, if you have to peek from the right, I'd try to get out, disengage, and then try to get a more favourable position. We are thankfully getting nearer to our wonderful part of the extraction site up here. We are a bit tired, so we do need to regenerate our health. I hope the information I'm giving you is helping. I hope I'm not rambling too much. If you've watched this far, thank you ever so much. I know my video I just put up only got about 4.5 minutes worth of time, and it's about a 11-minute video, I think. But I'm hoping that this will get picked up by other people who like Tarkov, who are new to Tarkov. I'm not an expert. This is my second full wipe, and I'm struggling right now. Always the first part struggle. I'm level 10, I think, from where you're seeing this. Look, I'm peeking from the right like a bad boy. Not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. What I've said to you to do. So don't do what I say. Don't do what I do. Do what I say, rather. Right, there's the extraction there. That car is our extraction. So we're just going to lie down and hope we get out of here. We should be safe now, he says. Yes, we've extracted. So that means now we've been into woods. We've picked up Jaeger's letter. We've only got 634 XP because we haven't really done much. We haven't fought anything. We haven't looted loads of stuff. We haven't killed scavs, so you don't get as much XP. But the most important thing is we survived. We're heading towards level 3, and we've got that letter and we've extracted with it. So now what we can do is we can take that, all the gear we've found, we can keep. So that wonderful tape measure there says that we're now ready to unlock the security level 1, and then that gold skull's worth money, but you need them as well to craft and do stuff with. Let's go into the hideout. Right, takes a little while to load sometimes. I have cut this a bit. So there's security. Look, the padlock. We're going to put a door on there just with a tape measure. How amazing is that? We didn't even need wood. So we do that, then we can find out what we need for level 2 security. There we go. And now we're going to go to the trader. We're going to find the right one. Is it prepper? No, it's that's a different task on it. We need to go see mechanic. It's not Ragman, it's mechanic. I was forgetting who it was I need to do. It's Ragman. So go to Ragman, go to tasks, and there's the introduction. Now we've got it. It says turn in. Give it the letter. There you go. We've completed it. Now we've unlocked. As soon as we say complete, now we're going to get the reward we get for completing that task. We get money. We get XP. We get reputation with mechanic. And now we can go and we'll just unlock everything. Look at everything. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. See you in the next one. I'm Ball76 signing off.